One
There's
for
Uncle Steve.
onions, don't need any lids. Yeah, give me those deep things.
We went to see the doggies. We got bored with that, so we came back here.
I need that.
Who's that?
Can you love Uncle Jeff?
That's
Love
your
Uncle
mama?
Jeff.
Oh. Yeah. Now, I don't know if she's poopy, but we
Does she
released
smell?
some gas.
Oh, okay.
And that's cool, you know, that's
She's-
always good when they release gas, so.
She unfortunately had to
Meat.
drink apple juice on the plane, and I think she forgot to
But, no, but that's good, you
Yeah.
know, so I just didn't know whether it was anything.
Potatoes, onions.
I didn't sense that she
I don't
did,
need
yeah, the
this
muscle
thing.
contraction, I just
No.
think
I might
no, she
need
doesn't
this
smell
one,
it. Of course, I can't smell it.
but I don't need any
Can
lids.
I have a hug?
I don't need any lids.
Yeah.
No, I think we've got enough here. Well, okay, leave it out, put this away. Well, yeah, that's good. This, what the heck? Oh. Hello, Douglas.
Emma, where's Daddy?
Daddy's got the camera again.
Turn around. No, the other way. All the way. Hi!
Thank you.
Now, if,
Oh, I guess I should open up this thing.
oh,
Oh,
I'll try
one.
I'll try this one.
No, sweetie, you can't keep dipping the same thing.
I'll tell you what, you have a little
Yeah, I'm gonna get her a little.
oh, thank you.
milk in it or something.
Thank you so much.
Want to take this to him? Oh, thank you. You didn't have to do that. That was so thoughtful of you.
Oh,
he
it's
loves
okay,
dinosaurs.
How you doing?
That's
Didn't mean to
AJ's.
ignore you, we're just getting in. How you doing? Good to see you. Huh? Oh, real good. Yeah.
We're still new at this.
would either of you like some white wine?
Thank you.
I'm not ready for anything, I'm
Not
cold.
me, thanks.
Okay.
I'd like to have some, but I'm not supposed to take any alcohol with it.
Let's see.
Area. You remember, what, threw off,
Oh, Emma, what is
threw off
that?
the office?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a new lovey.
It's my doctor, they're gonna tell me to quit drinking, I'm gonna change doctor.
Baby, and you see this? It says Emma.
I don't know, I
It says
kinda,
Emma on it. Isn't that
kinda
beautiful? Did you
once
make
in a
this?
while I'll have a good glass.
Oh, that's so nice. Thank you. You love
Didn't make the
it?
bed.
Love it, baby.
Emma, what do you say? What do you say?
Thank you.
Oh, no,
Emma,
that was
you
Trump,
say
that,
thank
he
you?
was,
Good girl.
Ah,
I don't think it was threw off. I think it
She's
was
just
for
learning how to say
teen-
thank you, and she's
teenage.
doing real well. Here we
It
go.
surely is for a little kid.
Ooh,
Have that
yeah.
Bitsy. She what? For a little Bitsy.
We can just keep her on that path. That's the hard part.
Unfortunately.
Well, just resign yourself that when the time
But you don't
comes
realize
for-
those.
I was gonna say, I hope I didn't open it.
What's wrong with the trash?
Come here, sweetie. Over here. Right there. Put it in the trash.
Yeah, right here.
That's a good girl. That's a good girl. Yay! Come on. Come on, Sugar Bear. No, that's dog food. Come on, let's go. Let's go. That's doggy food. Come on.
Where'd they go to their party?
We got out and went to the door.
Oh, no.
yeah.
Here's what she
No, it's
wanted to see.
I couldn't recall whether you just close to the corner or on the corner. It's been a long time since I've been there.
So you think I should kill those for tomorrow too, instead of letting people kill them?
Yes.
Now, what did you do, Sal?
Little girl.
Here's the
Downstairs?
lid so we can throw it out.
She like, yeah.
Good.
Well, it looks great, Nancy, but it's sort of I probably never know.
Here they are.
Doug,
before I got home from the interview, I called her because she had a message on my machine, and her line was busy, and he was talking to her. So it looks like it's in the computer field, and he's got his own business, and he's more sort of like a recruiter, but he needs somebody to do technical work because he's more of a manager level.
No.
He doesn't know anything technical about computers.
Please.
Well,
And
did
he
your
said
mother
he
give
did
you a
some
good
programming.
reference?
Well, I said I probably lost the job now.
Listen to Yates.
But they took these old factories in the middle of town, and the community reinvested it into this aquarium. And it's a fish trap now, but it's really nicely done.
I bet Doug uses a lot of film.
And then the Chamber of Commerce gave me this
Stephen
one
won't let
for
him.
relocation, and it has all these kinds of things.
Bye.
He won't let him. Have another list.
So I thought,
Here, I'll take
and it
that.
gets me back on the East Coast, and I was tired of being flat land, Texas, Midwest.
You want some, honey?
Guys are around there.
I do. You want some vegetables, Harry?
I've been thinking
It's that one we can reach.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a little bit tenuous, yeah. And I'm gonna start out with a big, much lower salary. But, you know, it's
What are you
start
doing?
somewhere.
What are you doing?
I just don't like being in a deficit and trying to do everything I can to stay out.
Yeah, old lady. Oh, come on, have one.
No more.
I can do that.
You want
The worst
some?
was I had to pay the movers.
You can do that.
You know, that was the most
What's
expensive.
that?
Everybody's, I got up.
reaching one of there.
Well, I use my credit card.
I was
and I've got
waiting.
real good credit too.
But if she doesn't go,
Oh, okay. There you go.
we'll have dinner.
No, they took the credit card, they pre-approved it.
Favorite?
Yes.
But still, it
It's a new favorite.
cost me a considerable amount of money. It turned out it was 17,000 pounds.
Several days.
So I had 150 boxes from the back.
You have all your stuff.
Well, most of it. I told you I didn't get, oh no. I've got 300 boxes. Well, I would say it's maybe 20%.
Gonna get you.
Emma, show me your baby.
Yeah, 1889 and
Emma, show me your baby.
Show Daddy your baby.
Show me your baby.
Show it to Daddy so he can take your
Where's the
picture.
baby? Where's the
Well, the house
baby?
isn't big enough to hold it.
Show Daddy the baby.
Let me see the baby.
Show Daddy how you
Love
love
the
your baby.
baby.
Love the baby.
Love the baby.
Not now.
No.
It's party time. I'm not taking care of kids right now.
Well, I had them in the lab, one to do analysis of data and one to do the sampling of data. So now I've got them, what I can do is I can have one program running on one and one on the other, and I can be working on both at the same time. I can time share myself. So I've got-
If you want to do that.
Yeah.
I mean, if you have something to do, if you call for that.
Well, I do, because I'll be programming now. He actually gave me an
Watch it,
example of the program that he wants done.
Gee,
And I
I
don't
think
think
I'm
it's
done. I should try some other stuff.
Same difference.
I have to learn a little bit of a new language, so I want to surprise him and have it done as fast as I can, because he said some guy worked on 6 bits and then he quit.
didn't like
And he didn't do a very good job with
Is
it.
this the first good?
It's the only one. It's the only one. I've sent out 5 or 6 applications in
When he started out,
Like
it
the
was
aquarium
7.
wanted it, the aquarium wanted an
And he
educator.
called me
So I
from
sent
Roanoke
it to
last
them, and
night
they
at
said,
4 o'clock,
It's-
last afternoon.
other places I didn't even
Said
know.
that he'd been in
And he told me that they
torrential
normally
rain
throw out
before he
PhD
had
cars.
And he said after he
You know,
got
because
back.
PhDs aren't really good at anything, because all they do is think, and they can't do anything practical. You know, so
Love the baby.
Mommy.
Yates, would you like some more water?
Thank you, sir.
Steve, won't you show Aunt Jo your picture?
I did. She saw it.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, you were in the kitchen.
I thought you.
I saw you
love this baby.
Mother thought Jemima was the white cat.
Is that
I had
baby
to explain
mouse?
to her.
Too bouncy, bouncy baby.
I got really confused over those things, yeah.
Bouncy, bouncy. Yeah. No.
Thank you, Joe.
Bouncy, bouncy.
You want to open the present for Emma? It's a present for Emma.
Sweetie, it's for you. Go get it.
Mommy, I need some help.
Go get it.
I need some help, Mommy. I don't
Take it to
understand.
Mommy and have Mommy help you open
Get it
it.
for mommy. Go get it for mommy.
Come on, it's a it's.
Tomorrow's another day.
Previous
See what's in here.
dish.
Sit down.
No,
Honey,
I
Thank
had
you.
trouble getting my mail forwarded.
look and see what's in there.
She's getting tired.
Did you open my mail, huh?
Well, I did, what I
She
did was I
likes
sort
those
of
stars.
indirectly did it, because I can go through my computer to email. So I know somebody who used to be there.
Emma's
who's in
book?
Wisconsin.
Emma's
I
book?
said something to him to the effect
Corduroy
that at least they could
bear.
have the decency to forward
Bear.
my mail to me, and I was
Gets to
thinking
go
of
to the
writing to the dean and
doctors.
complaining about it.
What do you say?
The next day I got mail,
Can you
or
say
the
thank
day
you?
after. And then they,
Thank
I
you.
had trouble
You're
getting my
welcome.
last paycheck from vacation. Yeah, I had to finally
She
say-
said thank you
Get
quietly.
lost.
Why, that was what they did?
That's
Yeah,
Emma's
yeah, I had to
book.
call them,
Wow,
and they had
Emma,
directly
thank
deposited it on my
you.
bank in Galveston, but
Thank
it
you
didn't
very
get back
much.
because the bank account was closed.
You
So
ready to go
then,
get ready
the
for bed?
secretary who was there, but the
Should we go get your
secretary
jammies
quit
on?
working.
You should have a little job for you, unless Jeff's doing it.
What? What, you mean turning the slice?
I'll be glad. Sales seminar,
Who got told?
and so
Carolyn.
guy that had the sales seminar
Says
said
to serve
People-
frozen.
anybody can sell, and so the hairlift guy, he said, "Well," he said, "you know," he said, "I don't speak very well, but he said, I am drummer, I can't tell anything." Guy says, you can turn it to your advantage. And he says, fact is, he says, I'll hire you. He says, I work for Procter & Gamble, and he says, I'll hire you
What?
to go out and sell Procter & Gamble products. So he's going out door to door, you know, and he knocks on this door. He said, "Hello,"
Okay.
and then, "I'm your representative, and I'm selling new blue chair."
Supposed to eat
And
a little
he said,
frozen.
"You got nothing you want, Morris?"
So, well,
She said,
it's-
"What do you
it's
want?" He
whatever it
said,
is.
"Oh, maybe a blip." So she gave him a slip. He gets 2 buckets of water, and he said, "Don't you know in the new blue chair? Rinky in the water. You hold it up to your nose and smell mighty like a
Just
rose."
have the chill off.
She said, "Oh, that was great. That was great. Do something else." He said,
There it is.
"You gonna breathe in?" She said, "Yes." So she gives him the chair.
Put
He
that
said,
in the,
"Donkey in the new blue chair.
in the gravy.
Rinky in the water. You hold it up to your nose and smell mighty like a rose." She said, "Oh, that's good. That's good. Just
What?
do something else." He said,
Something you- what?
"Got any panties?" She says, "Yes." He said, "Okay." So he takes the panties and donkey in the new blue chair. Rinky in the water. Yeah. You hold up in your nose and
It would be better to
you
put it in
know.
this than to do it well.
Down in the Bible Belt and in the rural area.
Who would like iced tea? And who would like water?
Wine?
H2O.
Water?
Iced tea for me.
Guess what,
Water.
we're getting the show on the road finally.
Iced tea, water.
What's Joe want?
It's in the sandbox. We have to wait till she gets back.
Mother, you want water or tea?
I'm gonna have neither one, I'm gonna have some wine.
Mother, wine's a different choice.
Well, I don't want any tea.
Mix the
or
wine
any
with the
water.
iced tea.
Yeah, mix the wine with the ice.
No.
That's
Come on, Mother,
Doug's
we're-
idea.
sit down,
Make
we're-
sure you
we're
put
having
lots of
joke
sugar
time.
in the tea.
Yeah.
You're having what?
Joke time.
This
Showtime?
Joke.
joke time.
Joke, who's telling
This-
jokes?
I am.
Oh, excuse me.
This drummer was traveling through a rural area down in the Bible Belt long by Christmas time, And of course, every place he went to, all the churches, they all had a live nativity scene. But there was one thing peculiar about the nativity scene. The three wise men were all wearing fireman's hats. Every time he saw a live nativity scene at a different church, the three wise men had fireman's hats on. So he stopped at the gas station to get some gas. He says, you know, he says, it's nice going through the country, but he says, there's one thing that puzzles me. He says, I see these live nativity scenes, and he says, the firemen are, the wise men are all wearing fireman's hats. And he says, I wonder why that is. The guy says, oh, he says, that's easy. He says, down here we follow the Bible. And the guy says, what do you mean you follow the Bible? It doesn't say anything about firemen's hats. He says, yes, sir, it does. He says, you look in the Bible and it says the three wise men just came from afar.
Love it.
That's a new joke for you to tell in church.
Yeah.
I told that at the office to the girls at the office, and Betty was there, and Terry, her daughter, was there, and Terry thought that was the funniest joke she had ever heard. She called up her husband right away and told him. And she and Betty were going someplace. In fact, they had several places to go that afternoon. And she said she heard that joke once. She heard it 30 times.
Did they ask you if you wanted iced tea?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So this water was down here.
Here, I gotta pretend I'm doing the work.
That was one of the funniest ones
What are you looking
I've
at?
heard.
You got
One iced
problem?
tea.
Yes, I have a possible torn cartilage in my knee.
Oh, for heaven's
I'm going to
sake.
see Dr. Malka on Wednesday, I believe it is.
Do you want that other tray?
No, that's okay. I'm gonna put this. And they kept saying, when can we come see the baby? And they said, well, not today. So finally, they said that so often, they just knocked on the door and they said, we want to see that baby. And she said, well, you just have to wait a little while. And they said, okay, we'll wait. And they waited and they waited. And she never would let them go see the baby. And she said, you just can't see it until it cries. And they said, what are you talking about? You can't see it until it cries. She said, well, you have to wait until it cries because I don't remember where I put it.
You know what they call a nun that walks in her sleep?
No telling.
A Roman Catholic. And you know what they call a dead nun?
Call it what?
A dead nun. None of the above.
That's cute.
Come on, Jeff, just because they're clean jokes
No,
doesn't mean you
cigarette.
can't laugh.
I'm on a totally different plane.
Yeah. He's still thinking about the group sex.
No, I was trying to figure out what I could tell the joke I told Mother the other night, and I'm going, wow.
If you can tell your mother, you ought to be able to tell her.
I don't know.
Trouble is, I don't remember them.
You laughed, though. Boy, did you laugh.
I know,
Did y'all
all
hear
I
about-
remember is the punchline. I can't remember the joke.
Did y'all hear about the girl that got her birth control pills and saccharin pills mixed up? She had the sweetest little baby.
I think I should.
You gotta catch it from this side. The expressions are much more.
Good thing you already ate, Jeff.
Well, I was trying to think if I knew any jokes that were as clean as that.
What was that one we heard the other day? It was a real clean one.
I know some on the edge, but that's about it.
Well, anyway, I'm totally the only one I can remember. You're.
You guys are going to have to drop a level or two before I can tell anyone.
I'll tell Ace to turn off his hearing aid.
No, you what?
You don't have to.
What did you say? What did you say?
our rescue squad, we had a couple of policemen, and they said when they would pull over drunks sometimes that were sort of happy drunks, they would speak to them and ask them questions, and they'd leave out every other word. The guy'd look at him and go, what? And they just play with him like that, you know?
There was a man at that
No,
officer did
yeah.
that. I said I would
We're gonna
tell
have
you
the
to turn
pies,
off
they're
your
still in
hearing
the
aid.
oven.
And you said, what did you say?
I thought he was being a good sport.
You can't help it.
Oh no, we lost Mother.
Lost it.
You know, we bought Mother this parrot about 2 years ago. And it's the parrot that you talk to it. No, it's a mechanical one of batteries. And you talk to it and it mimics back what you say.
Yeah, I've seen that.
We put her in front of it and she started giggling and it giggled back at her. We had to take it away. I thought we were going to lose her for real. We had to pull it away because it just went back and forth and they wouldn't stop. You should have seen her. It was so funny.
I gave her
I think so.
Those are great things. Steve, we want to, I don't know what you're doing, but we want to save all the meat scrap.
What do you get when you cross a crooked politician with a crooked lawyer?
Oh gosh, something straight. A square? No, I don't know.
Chelsea.
Chelsea. Okay. or 4 more years.
right.
If he lasts 4 more years.
Oh, he will.
Yeah. They'll never
Newt has done himself in. He's done the Republicans in.
He's done it. He's doing a complete reversal.
Oh, I saw that in the paper the other day. We need to embrace the president and work with him. Somebody's been chewing on his ear. But you know, it's amazing.
Big sign says, Little Sisters of Mercy, House of Joy, anything you want. 5 miles. He drives on, he said, is that what I think it said? 5 miles later, another sign, Little Sisters of Mercy, House of Joy. Turn right at the next crossroads. So I don't know about this, but I think I have to follow this up. This just sounds like something really unusual. So he turns right the next place and drives down the road, and sure enough, here comes to this big convent. And there's a sign out front. This is the convent of the Holy Sisters of Mercy. And he goes and rings the bell. This sweet little lady comes to the gate and said, I saw your sign down the road. This is the House of Joy? Yes, it's right outside. Let's come in. And he comes in, what would you like? He said, well, I mean, the way you advertised, what are you offering? Just go down the hall, my son, go down the hall, and you'll find another nun down there at the door, and you just you go down and talk to her. He goes down the hall, and sure enough, there's a sweet little nun sitting there in front of the door. And the sign says, anything you want for $50. So he said, I can't believe this, I can't believe it. But he paid the $50, and she said, now my son, you just open that door and go through it, and anything you want. So he goes and opens the door and goes through it, and the door slams shut, and on the back of the door it says, you've just been screwed. Holy Sisters of Mercy.
Oh, that's cute.
I was told that by a good Catholic. Well, they were marked. But
Anyway, she thought they were decaf. So Frank, yeah, decaf. So, oh, boy, that's good. I've got another cup. Wow, that's terrific. Yeah, about five, six cups of it, you know. A couple of days later, you see Mary, you know. But Mary, you know, it just goes to show you, if you drink enough decaf, even that'll keep you awake.
Who would like coffee?
You see?
Joe, you wanna come?
Two frogs, that'd be enough, honey. I had two frogs in my garden that I'd taken from tadpoles, and I had extra tadpoles, and I just dumped them in this pond in my garden. So when I was moving out, I had to take the pond out and level the garden. It was an old sink. And underneath were two frogs this big.
Oh, God.
That are about 2 or 3 years old. They were bullfrogs. And so I caught them, and I wanted to dump them in a creek up on the mainland, and yeah, they were huge. They were really this big, and
From a tadpole.
yeah. So I had them in a little cage, and I had a brick on top of the cage, and I had set it outside, and I was going to leave them there, and the next day take them up. Well, one of the cats sat there and looked at them for 3 hours. He just sat and stared at these things, and they'd move around, and he'd go like that. So finally, I decided, well, he was going like that, so I decided to put him inside. So I put him inside, and I went to bed that night, and I got up the next morning, and I walk in the bathroom, and there's something big in the toilet, and it starts moving like that. And I'm going, whoa! And I just awakened, and it was early in the morning, and I was a little bleary-eyed, and there's this big black thing in the toilet all of a sudden moving around like that. And then I realized it was one of these frogs, and they'd gotten out of the cage, and this one had found his way into the toilet, and he was just swimming around, having a great time. And the other one, it took me half an hour to find.
Yeah. You thought one of the monsters had come from the sea.
Yeah. Boy, I didn't know what was going on. I'm glad I didn't sit on the toilet or something like that and didn't see it.
He told me he wished Mother had been visiting at the time.
Yeah, actually it would have been fun too. She'd have seen
You
that.
might have gotten a bit.
That's one of her
I think you should
tricks.
tell them about our
What?
skunk.
Putting lilies in the bowl.
And Elizabeth used to grease the toilet seat.
Well, I bet.
The woman I bought it from said, I told her it was for my mother. She says, "You're gonna get a whooping for this." Whooping. That's what she said.
You might go to a bar. I don't know what it is, but I don't trust you, Stephen.
One more time.
Stephen, you have to show what it is so we can see it on the
Show
camera.
what it is. Show everybody what it is.
Oh, spider.
It's a tarantula.
They had one of these on the TV.
No, it was one of these rubber ones, and she went in to take her shower, and all of a sudden you hear,
These
"Wah!"
are little things, and they have feeding times.
Oh.
And they have special
The best one
time that they
We-
feed the
Did
tarantulas.
Diane tell,
We
can I see
we
that?
lived in this
But they have
apartment,
them out, and they
It was,
have
and